Hello, this is Fushu Hung, and this is my final project of the game level design. This story is inspired by Star Wars, which there's a lot of spaceship floating around. And in this story, in my story, you are the captain of your own battleship, and you are supposed to defend all your hostage battleship from the side to when they are not noticing you. But you successfully destroy most of the battleship, but there's one spaceship discover you and they want to escape from it, and which is not good for you since they may bring back the information that you are further in the side. There's maybe a helper on the side to bring this battlefield. You don't want the enemy to bring this information back to their commander to let them to know there's someone very strong in this field. By not running this battlefield, you have to stop them to bring the information back to their base. So, since your spaceship is already a cracked ruin because you have to fight a lot of people with your own spaceship, so your spaceship couldn't be able to run through this metro belt like the one we have here. And with that, Mega Man, which means you, the player, they have to take risks to use a jetpack to get through this metro belt, and you have to get into the spaceship and kill everyone to destroy their engine to let them not be able to bring the information back to their base. So in this stage, they come from a different section. So the first one is, I just passed it, is the metro belt, which is a lot of little stone from the space, and you have to get through those space by using that stage to learn how to use the jetpack. And for the second part is the elevator part. You have to use it to get to another place, and you will get to a cargo storage from after you use the elevator. And for the cargo, and for this part, it is a bit more challenging part to you to learn how to use the jetpack. So, oops. So like this, this is a part for more advanced for the player to learn how to use the jetpack. Since in the final fight, there will be a chance for you for the player to use the jetpack to let them to have more chance to be able to pass the boss fight. So after finish this part, there will be a restroom for you to get some rest, to have some time for you to spend to stretch your hand. But after you stretch your hand, you can go to another room, and this room is the piston room, which the engine delivers the power with the piston to the cargo room. So you have to, it's a little bit like the puzzle, like a puzzle. You have to figure out how the movement of this piston are, and you have to run through them with your memorized pattern. So you have to remember how they move, and with that, you could be able to pass through them. So after that, you have to memorize this one too. Oops. So there's a little trick you could memorize with it. So for the first part, you have to wait for the first one to go down and go up, and go down again before you pass through it. Like this, it will be enough time for you to fit through it. After that, for this one, you have to wait for more times. Oops. So like this, you'll be able to pass it. So after that, you went to another part. You have to grow up with this thing. Oops. And the difference between the first avatar, which is the first one, you go up himself, and it's very easy for you to go up and go down. And for this one, you could control left and right with it. Like, for example, there is some obstacle on there, so you have to fight against all the thing and use it to go up. And here is a short special. Here's a room for you to gain some special item for you have an easy boss fight, which they used to encourage the player to try to discover more plays when you're playing the game, but not focusing on only the gameplay. So in there, you gain some power and some energy box for you to have a easier boss fight. So let us turn it back to the... Oh! Sorry, I just misclicking the exit button, but it'll be fine. So let's continue. So when we reach here, you have to you could gain another new skill for you to get easy to pass through the boss fight. Which you will gain a cat to fight against the monster for you. So let me pass this one first. Let me call the cat to help me through. Yeah. So the cat will jump over. A Tango will jump over all around the place and help me to fight the monster. Whoop. And here is a skill that you could just run through this monster to help you to get safe beside punching a head on the walls and die. But I'm quite bad in this game. Let's just fast forward. Yeah. So when we finish that stage, we'll be spawned here, and we could easily get through them and come to the next room. So in this one is the engine room, which in reverse, which means this is where the engines stay. And in this room, you have to go through the engine rooms and destroy the engine, since you don't want the engine keep moving. If the engine keep moving, the enemy may bring the information back to the base, to the commander, which you don't want it happen. So with that, you stand up here on this spot, and it will block up the bin for you, and you have to be careful because it will destroy on time. So after that, this is the engine. So you have to destroy the engine by shooting all the bombs, like so. But then you'll be able to go to the next room again. So since you destroy the engine, there will be no light. Since all the light gone down because there's no engine, there's no power. And with that, there will be some emergency light on this area. They're helping you to see through the things, but not much, not all the thing. So to be easy to go through this room, you could call our cat to help us. So our cat will help us to fight the monster by jumping around like so. You see, so helpful. After we pass this room, which is the employee room, the crewmate room, you'll be in another elevator. So by turning it on, you have to bounce up to click the button, and it will send you to the top. And with that, and you have to dodge all the things beside when you're going up. So welcome to the boss fight. So this is the boss fight. So the boss is an enemy that will bounce around and use the hand to fight you. So for some of the people of the player, they might have not a good ability to fight against the boss. Maybe their hand is not very good for them to play games, so you can use the cat to help them. And also, since you have take the energy and the life container from the boneless room, you can use them to help you too. But I already used them also. I would just have to dodge the boss when I was playing this boss fight. Whoop! Almost. Oops! Oh, I have to do it again. Oh, I have no cat power. So I have to do it on another way. Charge it. Charge again. Whoop. Charge again. There's two weak point of this boss, which is the rocket skill and this normal skill. So it could be easy to help you to defeat the boss. Since I'm quite weak in this game, but I think most of people will be doing great. So this is the end of this game, this stage. So maybe we will go back to their base, like ejecting from this spaceship. So I hope you enjoyed my stage. Thank you.